We're all on candid camera right now.
Candid camera. We love candid camera. We love. We're from the South. That's why we're so nice.
The hardest thing about being a twin is you're never an individual. You're always the twins, or you're always classified as a unit instead of your own person. I'm a lot more competitive than my brother. I've just always been that way. I don't know, I always have to have more money in my bank account. If we're racing somewhere, I have to get there first.
You think you beat that?
I beat him out of the birth canal. I can beat him out of that.
Did you?
These guys are pretty slick together. Go back. Okay, hold up. Okay. Go back. Further. Okay, I go. Go back.
Surprise, MTV chose y'all to go to LA.
So we're in the limo, we're in Raleigh now. We've got all the way up here and we don't have our driver's license. Y'all are going to have to bring the driver's license up to the airport. Mama, it's important because like we have to do it by 1:30. Good luck. I almost didn't make it.
Cause you're in Hollywood, yeah, you're in Hollywood. You're in Hollywood.
Gary and Larry, they won the money from Fear Factor, and I figured if they'll eat that. By the way, with their money, they bought their mom a car. I think that's really great.
We would love to thank you because for you being on television, being such a positive role model, that gave us hope.
And the Lane Twins. There are some efficiencies when you can be two places at once. It's like having a clone.
Let's do it.
Congratulations, you are the $50,000 champion, and evidently fear is not a factor for you.
We miss home. We go home a lot. We talk to the parents a lot. It's our parents' 40th anniversary today.
Oh, you should wish them a force.
Look at this! Sneaky twin powers activate. Form of a force field. Making spectacular time. Jumping. Oh, it's a critical wipeout. Yeah. Time for Gary and Larry to celebrate victory.
You won $50,000.
And my guess is that at this moment they are simultaneously experiencing the exact same emotion.
Same person just split into two people.
It's paying homage to things that come in pairs, if you will. Yeah. Which is why I split the chicken breast in two. Gary and Larry look lit up from the inside.
Chefs, we are amazing.
So now they can both bank at the same bank.
Commerce Bank.
We're jellin'.
You're not.
You're not.
Are you jellin'?
I hope they treat you right. You're a good person. You deserve it. I signed into his Facebook, and on his status I put, I'm on a crappy airline. Had a lot of amenities. So I used to be fatter, and so what he would picture him way bigger, like. So what would happen, we'd get together on Thanksgiving, he'd kind of gather the family around, and so I would have to go, this is me before Ultra Slim Fast. And this is me now! And everybody would laugh at him, and he'd go cry in the other room. We've written this script with some of our favorite actors in mind. It's 100. No, listen, Beth, listen. We know we have. No. We know we have to take 40 pages off. So we're meeting with
Here, I'll take it out.
No. And you and Beth both have a special part in this screenplay.
And Dolly's in it?
Dolly's in it. I'd hate to have to hit you in front of Dolly Parton. It would embarrass Mama to death. Full circle, and it's something that we wrote for you and what you know we love you so much. And we had this made for you. Oh, thank you for remembering us. Yes. When you dream big. Gary, we're losing it. Okay, we're at Hope and 8. We got to get out of this. We're way over here. We got to go this way. Okay, what section are we in? D. Just one. If you don't get out of here, we're eliminated. Achieving our dreams. Oh my God, so awesome. This kick butt.
Ladies and gentlemen, right now, from the United States of America, the founder of the Be Epic, the CEO, the Eric Caprizi, and the one and only, the diamond of the Be Epic, the Hollywood movie star, the Larry Lane. Thank you so much, guys, that you find the time to do that.
And you don't have to train people how to do that. They know how to do it. Yeah. All we want to do is just educate them on our Visa card. It's $25 for the Transact card, and we double people's buying power. So that is the power of how easy this is to build. If somebody just understands what you just said, if you're spending $1,000 a month on your bills, and you pay the same $1,000 a month on bills that you have to pay anyway on the Transact card, now you're getting $2,000 worth of rewards bucks, or we call them Z-bucks, that you can literally go spend again. So we're helping people double their buying power and stretch their dollar. And there's hundreds of millions of people just in the United States that need this card right now with inflation and everything going on in America. This is just a perfect time to share something that can change somebody's life. And that's our $25 Transact card. And you can build a massive business just on that $25 card.
This is Larry Lane. I'm going to be going over our free tour system today for the next few minutes. So very excited to introduce this. Just went live. So let me start my presentation. So again, very, very excited. This is our new Tour Nilo, our free funnel system, and absolutely incredible what I think it's going to do for your business. This is going to literally show people exactly what Nilo Life is. They can go in, they can take a free tour, they can look around and see the value of Nilo, and then the whole purpose is for them to make a $20 decision. It's a drip system, it's a funnel system, and they, for $20, get that business for the entire year with Nilo. So let's get started. You're going to have on your dashboard, you're going to see your tournilo.com/username. That is going to be your website. It's right at the top of your dashboard. You can actually copy that and you can share that with anybody.
And here I am in Orlando, Florida. I don't know where you happen to be on this planet, but I'm super grateful you're here, and we're going to have some fun. So whether it's the morning for you, or it's the evening for you, or it's the afternoon for you, we're fortunate because you're hearing about Lev AI, one of the first people to hear about this on the planet, and we're available worldwide. And so the person that invited you here tonight is interested in participating with you and sharing with you a way that you can leverage AI. The idea of Lev AI is leveraging AI, and that the future is in your hands.
I think you almost have 60 countries in your team. You've got a lot of people around the world. So we're fortunate to be here with Larry. Big time, guys. Very, very fortunate. And just for fun, Larry, I'd like to introduce you as Lightning Larry. That's my new name for you because he responds in a lightning flash. He's always there. Doesn't matter if it's early in the morning or at midnight. And I really, really appreciate you coming on with us today, Larry.
I think another nickname could be Fearless Larry, since he won the Fear Factor.
That's right. That's right. We did. That was many years ago. Fear was a factor, but we did win the $50,000 on that. So, but I'm honored to be here, Daphne. This is just such an incredible team. I have been doing this a long time. You know, my dad was a network marketer for 42 years. He really tried to get all three of his sons in it. I've got the identical twin, but I also have an older brother. But I'm definitely the one that it stuck with and became the network marketer. We did start, I remember when we were young, but we were also 10 years old. We were doing mass mail outs. He had me in the MLM world as long as I can remember. But I've always respected Lisa because she's such an expert in the crypto field. And then we all heard last night on the Zoom, the corporate Zoom, Miles Seegers. Miles is one of my first directs that I contacted because I also know that he has a crypto background. And he jumped on the same thing I did. When he heard it was backed by gold, that's the first thing I thought about. You know, my dad always said, look, always bet on gold. If you're going to do anything in the industry, let gold be behind it. And as soon as Lisa said this is going to be a coin that's going to be backed by gold, I immediately thought about my dad and I wanted to do it. And then I started sharing it with a couple of people like Miles. I told my leader over in Vietnam, who's now got 23,000 wallets in Vietnam. I went to my leaders in South Africa. They've got about 18,000 wallets. I've got a team under my incredible lady, Robin. I've got about 21,000 in India. So this is a global business. You can share that referral link with people all over the world. The other thing that I really, really liked about this is, I mean, I've done stuff in the crypto world with Lisa. I know about exchanges. I know about Coinbase. I also know that once you send something to the wrong wallet, there's no do-overs. So I learned that really, really quick. You know, if you send something to the wrong wallet in the crypto world, it's gone. So I learned that, but I also know exchanges, and I learned about Binance. I learned about Coinbase and Kraken.
and I'm always in there. I've got an Exodus account, and every time I'm exchanging, Ethereum into Bitcoin, there's always an exchange fee. Every time I'm changing, BTC into BNB, there's always an exchange fee. And I was like, God, sometimes it's $1, $2, $3, depending on what the gas fees are. So when I heard that we were going to have our own exchange, that was another thing that really started getting me going, because 7 levels, and just to show you right now, our team just hit 108,000 wallets, and that's in about 100 days. But on my first 7 levels, I added it up today, I have 80,000 wallets on my first 7 levels. So that's 80,000 wallets that are going to be doing the exchanges once our exchange goes live in February. Every time exchanges are happening, I'm getting paid on those exchange fees.
What happened to you?
Karma's a bitch. Queen of Karma.
Hello, everyone. How are you all doing tonight? I hope that you are all doing very, very, very well. Happy birthday to Larry and Gary Lane. I am so excited because if you thought that you knew the Lane twins, boy, do I have a surprise for you tonight. Because I was saving their entire story for a night such as this. Don't you worry, I've got it covered. I'm so glad that you could make it, Joe. Good to see you. Good to see you. I just want to say, everyone, please wish Chris McNair a happy birthday as well tonight. It is his birthday, and he has been a part of our Sayers of Nay for several years now. And so please do take the time and just wish him a happy birthday in the chat. And I will be sure to display them on the screen as you do. Glad that you could make it, Sam. Glad that you're here, Joe. He would be perfect for a soap opera, wouldn't he? And I'm glad that you're here, Jelly Snack. He was on Fear Factor. Oh, girl, you got to go watch the whole intro at the end of this. So, do they have an audit of the gold backing this? Right? So, without further ado, I think we should just get into it tonight. So, if you don't know me, enough of the Lane twins for a minute. Let's talk about me for a second. If you don't know me, my name is Beth, or Queen of Karma, and I'm a consumer advocate who speaks out about coercive control in multi-level marketing companies, cults, and high control groups. I have my own personal experience with coercive control, and I was a part of 2 multi-level marketing companies myself. It works with the crazy rat thing and Sensi, which I've been speaking out a lot about recently because of all of the having issues. Since 2019, actually, I've been speaking out about these schemes and the manipulation tactics that they use to recruit you. That's right, so subscribe if you don't want them to come and get their dirty little hands on you. During my journey, I have come across many interesting characters. Many people such as Ash Mufara, Marty DeGarmo, rest in peace, Eric Warre, the Canadian Kangen Water Brobots, Mother and Father God, Cece, Chris, New York from Westchester County, Harold Klemp, and Larry and his twin brother, Gary Lane. If you don't know who the Lane twins are, don't worry. Like I said, I've got you. It was interesting to learn that they are actually children of MLMers. Something that I have been tracking most recently is the effects of children in multi-level marketing schemes. We have a lot of research out there about cults, children that grow up in cults. MLMs are commercial cults, and for some reason, we don't see them as the same thing. We see them separate, and we don't have a lot of data on that. So I am currently collecting data and have been, and I recently wrote an article about it. So check it out on deheck.com. Because we are seeing second and third generation commercial cult members, and that's quite concerning. So it appears that this is a second generation twin duo multi-level marketing sons. So tonight, for their birthday, I thought it would be fun if we celebrated who they are, not only as the MLM uplines we know them as, or as the second and third wheels of Randy Schroeder, but as the men they are. from their birth, of course, it is their birthday, to their reality TV star fame, all the way to Hollywood, and then, of course, multi-level marketing companies. Did you know that they were friends with Dolly Parton? I bet you didn't. So without further ado, let me give to all of you, happy birthday, Chris, happy birthday. I'm glad you're here. Without further ado, we had to wish Chris a happy birthday. But now, without further ado, I want to give to all of you the story of the Lane twins. They might be my favorite twins. Oh, 1 second. I don't know why it's doing that.
If you kids won't know this, but Pepsi, it used to be.
Oh, sorry. My thing's messing up on me right now. February 24th, 1975, in Goldsboro, North Carolina, a mom gave birth to her son at 7:03 in the morning. 8 minutes later, she gave birth to a second son. The eldest she named Gary, and the youngest she named Larry. And the scamming Hollywood twins were born. Gary and Larry grew up with Southern Baptist traditions and often described their upbringing in Goldsboro as loving but semi-strict. Both twins have spoken openly about the challenges and support they experienced growing up gay in a conservative Southern environment. Despite any challenges they faced, they recall their childhood fondly, crediting their small-town upbringing and their family for instilling strong values and resilience. From an early age, they recognized the unique opportunities afforded by being identical twins, which would later become a defining feature of their public personas and career strategies. The Lane twins began their entertainment careers in the late 1990s, early 2000s, initially landing roles that capitalized on their identical appearance. As teens, they appeared in several episodes of the popular TV series Dawson's Creek. Rest in peace, James Vanderbeek. They also played twin colonial flag bearers in the Mel Gibson film The Patriot in 2000. These roles in Hollywood set the stage for further opportunities. Over the next decade, Gary and Larry built a diverse portfolio of film and commercial appearances. Notable credits include Zoolander in 2001, New Best Friend and Spider-Man in 2002, The Girl Next Door in 2004, and Jack and Jill in 2011. Their commercial work is equally extensive, featuring national campaigns for brands such as Pepsi for their 100th anniversary campaign, Dr. Scholl's Jellin' Jellin', Snickers Cruncher, and Commerce Bank. They also served as the Vox twins for Vox Vodka for 5 years and starred in a twin-tested promotional video for Virgin American Airlines. But that's not all. They achieved significant visibility and most of their financial success through reality television. They have actually won 3 major reality TV show competitions, and all this seemed to happen just prior to 2012. They won a grand prize of $50,000 on NBC's Fear Factor. They won another grand prize of $50,000 on ABC's Winter Wipeout. And they won a $125,000 grand prize on Set for Life. These appearances were often accompanied by interviews and media coverage that reinforced their brand as ambitious, relatable, and resourceful twins. Gary Lane has stated their motivation for participating in these shows was to fund their documentary projects, particularly to cover music licensing and production costs for Hollywood to Dollywood. They promoted this project throughout their media appearances. Perhaps their most acclaimed project, Hollywood to Dollywood, is a feature-length documentary chronicling their cross-country journey to deliver a screenplay to Dolly Parton. The recording for this took place from 2011 to 2012. The twins grew up slightly obsessed with Dolly Parton. It makes sense. Southern Baptist boys who were gay, listening to Dolly Parton in their bedrooms growing up. She was a gay idol and was always supportive of the LGBTQ+ community. Dolly actually did appear in the film, and after viewing it, granted the twins rights to use her music and likeness. The twins then donated a portion of the DVD sales to Parton's Imagination Library, further cementing their connection to the singer and her philanthropic work. This film won 24 Film Festival Awards. When Dolly Parton was later asked about the project, she stated in an interview, "The movie is a documentary about these twin boys. They're gay and their parents kind of turned them out. And they did come to Dollywood. I did meet them and I allowed them to use some of my songs. They're sweet, sweet, precious boys. And the fact that I was an inspiration and someone they kind of leaned on. You never know how God works to help people. We're all God's children no matter what, so there was a lot of love and understanding, and I think they felt that. Being a freak, I know what it's like not being accepted. Not that they were freaks, but I was. I just know through the years. I've had people tell me I should do this or I shouldn't do that. I have a lot of gay fans because they know that I just accept people as they are. That's not my place to judge. I ain't God and I ain't running for office, but I was proud to be part of that. It makes you feel good. In 2022, Gary co-directed and produced Still Working 9 to 5. Larry served as executive producer of the documentary. This was supposed to be a part 2 of the documentary, Working 9 to 5. It examined the legacy of the 1980s film and ongoing issues of workplace inequality. Still Working 9 to 5 got great reviews, including one from Kelly Clarkson. Almost ironic with what we know about the twins today, but we'll get to that. The Lane twins' Hollywood career was a decent run. Throughout their careers, they have been candid about their experiences as gay men in Hollywood and the South. They also learned how to leverage their twin identity for both comedic and dramatic roles. This gave them the fame they longed for, and the connection to Dolly Parton they had always dreamed of. Their documentaries and interviews frequently addressed issues of acceptance, family, and identity, contributing to broader conversations about LGBTQ+ representation in media. And if that was all I had to tell you about them, I would be proud of them and deeply impressed. Unfortunately, this is not where their story ends. Larry Lane, and to a lesser extent his twin brother, became increasingly involved in multi-level marketing MLM schemes and adjacent ventures during their fame. These activities have attracted both followers and critics, with some ventures being labeled as scams or pyramid schemes by watchdogs and investigative journalists, such as myself. Their MLM trajectory begins in 2013 inside the Liquor Enterprises ecosystem, moving through Be Epic and One World Network under Eric Caparese from 2015 to 2019. By 2018, Larry was aggressively recruiting for Be Epic, even spamming behind MLM with hype posts. Read the room, Larry.
And I'm not your bra.
In 2020, he joined Total Life Changes and soon after became co-CEO of VIP Global Stars. In early 2021, Larry pivoted into crypto Ponzi's, hosting webinars for Durax, Daisy AI, and Solar Oil Project, placing him inside the same recruitment pipelines that later fed into Hyperverse and other larger-scale crypto collapses. The most significant phase came when Larry became a co-founder of Nilo Life in October 2024. Nilo Life was a rebrand of the collapsed fintech MLMs R Network, Transact Card, and Finmore that was created by Nick Sorensen, Eric Allen, and Larry, who met during Transact Card. This is when I was personally introduced to the twins as recurring characters in new MLM companies, leaving like thieves in the night once the schemes started to collapse. After Nilo Life unraveled in late 2024, the twins moved into Lev AI, an AI-themed MLM that absorbed victims from Infinity Grid. They even offered AI twins, which was the perfect time for the Lane twins to shine. Or so we thought, because more recently the twins appeared in TalkFusion, the email client MLM company. It seems to have collapsed in 2025. Now they are promoting GGC, a gold crypto hybrid scheme. I have covered their MLM activities since Milo Life, so be sure to check that out if you haven't yet. Across every company, Larry plays the active recruiter and leader, while Gary appears as the supportive twin used for branding, trust building, and optics. Their pattern is consistent. Join or launch a hype-driven MLM, promote aggressively, pivot when it collapses, and reappear in the next rebrand. At first, they appeared alongside one of our favorite scammers, Randy Schroeder. It appears that trio might have broken up. The twins have moved on from Lev AI, where Randy stayed, and are giving their all to GGC, with Larry aggressively urging his recruits to promote giving away coins and recruiting as many other people as they can into this system. Who knows what venture the Lane twins will end up in next? It's hard to not marvel at the irony of where the Lane twins ended up. After spending years telling stories about exploitation, inequality, and the systems that chew people up, they somehow walk straight into one of the most predatory business models on the planet. One that overwhelmingly targets women, single moms, the LGBTQ+ community, and anyone looking for a lifeline. It's almost poetic, in a tragic, Dolly Parton meets Ponzi scheme kind of way. The twins who once championed fairness and empowerment now spend their birthdays recruiting people into whatever the latest ground floor opportunity happens to be. And that's the real story here. Not the Hollywood credits, not the reality show wins, not the documentaries or red carpets. It's the pattern. A decade of rebrands, crypto collapses, supplement schemes, fintech fantasies, AI miracles, and now gold coin alchemy. Each one pitched with the same smile, the same rehearsed sincerity, the same, y'all, this is huge energy. Larry leads the charge, Gary stands beside him like a human trust badge, and the cycle repeats until the next collapse. So happy birthday, Larry and Gary Lane. Today, on their 51st birthday, I genuinely hope they're blowing out candles somewhere. Because if there's one thing the Lane twins have proven, it's that they know how to make a wish. They just keep making the same one. Please let this next MLM be the one that finally works. And honestly, at this point, the only thing more consistent than their rebrands is the fact that we'll be here to document the next one. And that is the story of the Lane twins. Yes, that is their story. At least that's me telling their story. You know, it's one thing to hear these stories coming from me, but I think that we should hear them tell their story, you know, but now that's who we're celebrating. You guys are aware now. Now you actually do know who the Lane twins are. Almost fully. I found an interview the twins did where they discussed their rise to Hollywood fame and even get into the issues of equality in the USA. So it gets a bit political, and I thought that we would just take a moment and, you know, react to that.
If you kids won't know this, but Pepsi, it used to be white, red, and blue, the can. And then they came out with a dark blue can. Remember, it was all dark blue, was a new thing. So this was brand new. So they had all of that new with the signage sent in. So we had the 1 liter bottle, and then they had the new cans. One of the girls had that. So me and Larry, take your bottle. Come on now. I got water. So we had to do 1, 2, 3. Pepsi rocks!
Oh my God. Yes. How?
So this is Mornings with Matt. They're doing an interview with them about, you know, their Hollywood life.
How does that get cut for a dog? Hey, man.
No, it was the background noise that ruined it.
I think we told God and country about this commercial, and then when it aired, we got cut out because this dog was barking at this light that was floating around, and they cut the 3 people after the dog. So but that kind of gave us the bug. And then from that point, we talked about making the move to New York. So
they got cut for a dog in one of their commercials. I thought that was funny. We're like, yeah, then we got cut for the dog.
Once we made that move to New York and drove a U-Haul out of North Carolina, then it was official. Then it was official for us. So I mean, you know, and then we just kind of we got on Zoolander. We got like an extra part on Zoolander with Ben Stiller. So we were in the crowd, and I guess there was another set of identical twins with us because we both got together because we were kind of talking. And Ben moved us up. He's like, I want these guys to be behind little Kim like her bodyguards. So once he established us, that's how we got in SAG, and that was 20 years ago now.
Wow. So dang.
Stiller got us into the union for sure.
So
we
one of the greatest movies. Wow.
We were at an event years later that he was at, and we thanked them for getting us our SAG card, and he was really cool. But he really did pull us up, and they put us right behind little Kim in that walk-off scene, and we had like shades, and we were like her bodyguards, and that got us into the union. So we've kind of been going from then on. But from New York, we actually got in the union because we figured we'd go to New York and try to get in there because our agents lived in New York, and we would go into the city and stay with them. So then we made the move out to California. But true story, we had got out to California, and we auditioned for a show, obviously Fear Factor. We got on Fear Factor December 4th. We had just moved to LA. We got our apartment. All we had was a futon. Wait. Spent all of our money. We had saved up like $9,000. So first and last month's rent, all this crap, our money was gone. But we had a futon. So December 4th, we get into LA. We booked Fear Factor. We get on Fear Factor December 6th. We win the show. So they say, oh, it's not going to air till April. You're not going to get your $50,000 check. But lo and behold, on the 23rd of December, we get the check. We're sitting there. It's already after hours. We can't cash it. We're eating top ramen in a studio in LA with no money, and we can't even cash it. So we call our mom. We're like, Mom, we got a $50,000 check, and we're eating top ramen noodles.
Oh my gosh!
What was the worst one out of those?
We only had to eat the egg because we were really good at pool. The girls that we were playing against, they couldn't play pool, so they had to eat all four.
Oh.
So they said the peppers were just terrible. And then the next day when we came back for the last stunt for the money, the girl said that those peppers just burned them all the way through. They said they got habanero so hot. So we felt bad for them. We did not send them money because back then we needed every dollar. We had just moved to LA.
Oh man.
For sure.
All right, but
Hi, Nani.
before we kind of wrap this up, we got to get into what you're doing right now, which is really exciting, and how you.
So this was done during their promotion for their Dolly Parton movies.
At Dolly Parton, and now you're on this whole like new journey with somebody who is an icon. I mean, really, do you ever stop sometimes and go like, how the heck are we hanging out with Dolly Parton? You know what I mean?
Now, to be fair to Matt, we have no problem with Matt. When Matt's doing this interview, they're not really scammers yet. You know, they're still doing the Hollywood thing. They're not really known. And it seems like Gary was more of the Hollywood dude, and then Larry's more of the MLM dude.
I mean, like it's pretty
She's
crazy.
one like when we grew up in North Carolina, our parents loved old country, so they loved Kenny and Dolly. So we grew up in that realm. But then when we started doing the interviews, and we were always like a fan of hers, but she's one of those people, and anyone that will talk about her, she's just the nicest person in the world. She treats everyone the same, whether you're bringing her lunch or, you know, whether you're on screen with her. So that's one thing we noticed. But with we're doing a documentary called Still Working 9 to 5, and a lot of kids
working 9 to 5, you know.
If they haven't seen the movie 9 to 5, it's on Stars right now. But it's about 3 secretaries, and they're not rewarded for the same pay. They're not rewarded for the jobs that they're doing. And it's kind of like a fun revenge on the boss because of the way they're treated in the workplace. And it's still true today.
And when was this made? What year was
the movie? Came out in 1980. So it's the 40-year anniversary is this year, which is why we're doing it.
So then talking about Dolly Parton and the things she's invested in. Imagine this, right? So she's finding a way through comedy to talk about social issues well before like now how we're bringing them up. She was already starting to be like lighting a fire of change, and that's how it goes. Like sometimes you have to just plant a seed like that to bring attention to something before you can like really light the fire, you know?
And see, we've learned the history of the movie because we had seen the movie like everybody else. But through doing this for 2 years and doing all these interviews, Jane Fonda was the one that wanted to shine that light on the women in the workplace. Dolly, of course, wrote the amazing anthem that's still true today. So Lily, Dolly, and Jane, they kind of have just become icons. So the fact that we sat them down and interviewed them about 9 to 5, there was a 9 to 5 TV series. There was a 9 to 5 musical that went to Broadway. There's a 9 to 5 that's currently playing in London. So it's had
the way that they're talking about this is almost like that they had something to do with that theme, you know? It's like, no. You just tried to piggyback off of it for your own. Like, let's be real.
a 40-year life on its own. So what we did is we partnered up with my producing partner, Camille Hardman, because she knows the women's rights and the women's issues that have dealt with, because women are still not in the Constitution under the equal rights. So
that's right. Women are still not in the Constitution under the equal rights in the United States of America. It's funny, women are considered equal here in Canada, but in the USA, apparently you guys are still not considered equal there.
We kind of timeline the 9 to 5 timeline with the women's movement timeline over the last 40 years, and that is what is going to be the documentary that we're making now.
I'm sorry. You're about to educate me, and I'm gonna feel really stupid here for a second. Did you just say women are not in the Constitution like right now still?
Right.
Women are not in the Constitution. So the Equal Rights Amendment for
and still to this day,
women to be equal under the law, under the Constitution, in 1982 was up for the vote, and it was struck down. So 38 states out of the states had to ratify to get it voted in, and only 35 did. So it was struck down in 1982, and it's never been brought back into the Constitution in the Senate for a vote. So right now, the Equal Rights Amendment has still not been passed, and women are not equal in the law. And all of the interviews, we've interviewed so many people. Rita Moreno, Janney, so many, not just actresses. We've interviewed activists that have fought for the ERA. But the good news is that we were actually...
For anyone that doesn't know, Joe's being sarcastic. That's why there's a wink. I'm just saying.
Filming, and we filmed Lily Ledbetter, who she was in 2009. Obama signed in the Lily Ledbetter Fair Pay Act, and what that says is that if a woman is in the office or a man and finds out they are being paid less for the same job that someone else is doing, they no longer have to wait. It used to be 90 days or they would lose the pay. So they know there's no limit now. That's what the Fair Pay Act did. So we actually interviewed Lily Ledbetter, and we were in Virginia when it ratified as the 38th state. So now there are 38 states. So if it goes back to Senate, it can be voted in now, but it has not been voted in yet.
Wow.
See, no idea.
See, this just goes back to like sometimes.
Yeah, still in 2026. Craziness. It's just almost more crazy that they're the ones that are bringing this up.
Sometimes you don't know what you don't know, and I'm such a huge fan of being curious and not just assuming things. And thank you for shedding a light on that. I mean, that's like a big deal. And man, I hope that gets voted in really soon. That just, I mean, I just assumed it was. So that's, my ignorance right there.
That's the thing.
I think a lot of people just assume it was because, like, you would think it would have been. Hey, cool cat.
The movie, what we're trying to do with the documentary, what the movie did in 1980, it was a comedy. But they got the key issues in, which are equal pay for women, equal job advancement, sexual harassment. That was Hart chasing Dolly around rooster to a hen, but that was sexual harassment. And it wasn't even labeled at that time in 1980. Sexual harassment had not even been termed. And then also universal daycare for women. So we're looking 40 years later, these issues still have not been fixed, but we've got a lot of the story, a lot of the comedy, but we're still putting the issues in because you have to kind of lead into those topics because a lot of times people don't want to hear them.
Yeah,
but they're still there. So we're working on some original music for this with Dolly. So that's massive. She's going to do some stuff for the documentary.
Dude, that's amazing. You guys are doing really good work.
Yeah. So lots of great stuff was going on for the twins, at that time. However, the irony is impossible to ignore. After spending years attaching their names to projects about fairness, exploitation, and the fight for dignity in the workplace, the Lane twins somehow ended up neck deep in an industry that does the exact opposite. MLMs don't offer equal pay, or any pay most of the time, equal opportunity, or equal protection. There's no salary, no stability, and no structural fairness. Instead, they disproportionately prey on women, single moms, queer folks, immigrants, and anyone looking for that lifeline. So looking back, it's almost surreal that the same twins who once aligned themselves with conversations like this about justice and empowerment are now promoting systems built on financial inequality, manufactured hope, and the exploitation of vulnerable groups. It's not just a plot twist, it's a full-blown genre change. Before we move on, though, excuse me, I want to circle back and mention one piece of the twins' early career branding that hits very differently when you look at where they ended up as well. Back in the mid to late 2000s, right in the middle of their Hollywood hustle, the twins launched something called TwinZZone, their own red carpet interview platform. This was peak, we're going to make it in Hollywood energy. They were interviewing celebrities, attending premieres, building a fan base, and leaning hard into the identical twin branding that became their calling card. It was polished, ambitious, and honestly a clever way for two small-town boys to carve out a niche in an industry that rarely hands out opportunities. They used their charm, their visibility, and their twin dynamic to build trust and relatability with audiences long before social media influencers existed in the way that we know them today. But looking back now, knowing the direction their careers eventually took, TwinZZone becomes more than just a cute early career project. It becomes the blueprint. The twins learned early on how to leverage their image, their personalities, the fact that they're twins, their brand to build parasocial trust. They learned how to present themselves as approachable, friendly, and safe. They learned how to speak directly to an audience in a way that made people feel connected to them. And those skills, which were harmless in the context of celebrity interviews, became incredibly powerful and incredibly dangerous once they moved into multi-level marketing. Because MLMs thrive on exactly that: trust, relatability, charisma, and the illusion of personal connection. Yes, I said the illusion. And the industry overwhelmingly targets women, right? So, like, what's going on? So I want to show you a quick clip of them doing this TwinZZone. Hold on one moment, everyone. Get ready. Good to see you, Megan Lynch. Get ready, though, guys, because we are entering the TwinZZone.
Mama warned me about twins.
We are with Jasmine Sanders. You are in the TwinZZone.
I love it.
We love Vanna White.
Well, let me get in between you.
You are beautiful. Look.
Beautiful.
Oh, man, we're with Gladys Knight, and we're in the TwinZZone. We have you. We have been on that midnight train to Georgia anytime. And you,
oh, Lord,
taking the world on that train.
Thank you so much.
So we just want to say congratulations on tonight. The TwinZZone. Very nice to meet you, buddy. Perfect.
So that's just a little clip of, what they've been doing. Thought you guys would want to see that. Because when you look at TwinZZone now, it's not just a fun Hollywood side project. It's the moment that they learned how to build a platform, how to cultivate an audience, and how to use their twin identity as a marketing tool. And the irony is that the same skills they once used to interview celebrities on red carpets are the skills they now use to pull people into systems that don't pay equally, don't protect anyone, and statistically leave the vast majority, especially women, worse off when they started. It's a strange, uncomfortable full circle moment. The twins who once built a brand on charm and visibility are now using that same brand to promote some of the most predatory business models in North America. But here we are to celebrate a birthday, so let's not be depressed. I feel like we got to bring the mood up now. So, it wouldn't be a birthday, everyone, if we didn't sing happy birthday. So without further ado, excuse me, let me just take a sip of my drink and get ready here. I think we're going to sing happy birthday. You ready? Everybody get ready. Here we go. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Thank you so much. Thank you so much. No need to clap. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy Yeah. All righty. Oh, you guys are too kind. You're too kind. Oh, that was fun. That was fun. It's a birthday they'll never forget. I hope so. Dogs will be howling from Ottawa to Detroit. That's right. That's right. From red carpet to Zoom. That's right. That's right. Exactly. From red carpet to scamming. Lord, imagine. I can't imagine having that in my background and then being like, and now I do scams. Like, that really sucks. I felt bad enough having social work in my background and then doing that. So since it is a birthday party, I thought that we would play a quick little game. The quickest game in the world. So pay attention. We're going to play a little game where I am going to basically play an old commercial that the twins were in, all right? And we're going to play Spot the Twins. So I'll play the commercial, and then you guys tell me if you can see them. And then at the end, I'll show them to you. All righty? And as soon as you see them, make sure you put in the chat, twins! All right, big capital letters. All right, get it ready. Maybe even type it out now so that you just have to press enter when you see it. All right, and it's just like this, just twins. As soon as you see them. All right, you guys ready? Okay, let's do this. Dun 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 dun.
I don't think I'm right for this commercial. I don't even know why I'm here. How y'all doing?
Who's next?
I'm Nick. You won't be needing that, bro. I'm your man.
Places and go bold.
Oh, I feel bold.
Go bolder.
Oh.
I found Waldo. Not close enough to twins. Close enough, all right? Did you guys spot them?
I don't think I'm right for this commercial.
Where are they?
You won't be needing
really hard,
that, bro.
Yeah, there they are. There they are. That is one of their favorite commercials. They really like doing that one. So I thought I would share it with all of you. It's kind of funny, you know, a little cringe, but they didn't really do anything cringe in it. So I guess there's that. So like I said, Larry Lane right now is doing GGC, the gold coin, Bitcoin company. It's a gold crypto, right? They do crypto, they mine the crypto, they have an exchange that Larry's very excited about, as you'll hear in a moment. And then it's apparently backed up by gold, and that's what allegedly legitimizes it. So I feel like I wouldn't be doing us good service tonight, and it wouldn't be a proper Larry Lane, Gary Lane celebration if we didn't watch their 5-minute GGC pitch. So without further ado, let's get right into that.
I know we were going to show the slide about Las Vegas. Same thing as Everett just said. You know, I got to go to Vegas and we had thousands of people in the room. Very, very exciting. I think on our Friday, we took about over 500 people went out to the mine. But I really want people, we're going to
About 500 people. They do these like mine tours apparently, where you can like go out to the mine to see them mining the crypto. They claim that they have a vault that has a bunch of assets. Oh, it's great fun. Great fun. Are you buying into GGC portfolio for $31,000? Hell no. Never. So yeah, this is Larry Lane doing his MLM pitch. This is the best, shortest example that I could find, and it's perfect because it's the one he's in right now.
have our next event. It's actually going to be our first training event. So the 20th, 21st, and 22nd, we're going to have our first training for all of our GGC members. So I just want to really encourage everybody. It is $39.95 if you get your ticket in advance. All day Saturday, we will be doing that training from 10 to 6. There's going to be a 2-hour lunch. But this is when you're really going to take your business to the next level. You know, everybody's here to make money. Everybody's here to change their life. But we also want to treat this as a career, something that's going to change our life. You want to be educated. A lot of people might not know about tokenization. A lot of people might not know about crypto. This is your chance to actually go and learn from the experts. They're going to be teaching you all about this business.
And that's what they hope, right? Like they hope that you don't know anything about crypto. They hope that you don't know anything about mining. They hope that you don't know anything about MLMs. That's what they're banking on. Then it's a lot easier, you know? So and then what happens is they bring you in, and then instead of actually teaching you properly about any of these things, which I would argue there is no proper way. I think all of crypto is a scam, but I'm sure that there's a better way than the MLM scam one. You know what I mean? Like there has to be at least a couple coins out there that aren't known to be a scam in the industry, that are like backed up by something, but it's not this one. And it's like, then they teach you how to basically do it, but in their MLM way, not in the legitimate way. It's the same with these like Forex trading, all these trading ones too. Like there's even like a whole bunch of stock market trading ones, believe it or not. Yeah, they have that. And it's like, they're not teaching you how to actually do it properly. They're teaching you how to do it to be successful in the MLM, right? They're teaching you how to promote it in an MLM way and how to trade in an MLM way, thinking of all the money that your upline and downline should be getting, which is things that you wouldn't normally have to pay attention to if you were just trading on the open market. You know what I mean? So it's the same as like when I say that the personal development that these MLMs do is an actual personal development. You're not actually working on yourself. It's like pretend personal development, but then you're actually just being indoctrinated into an MLM, and it's all like cult brainwashing instead. You know, it's like doing Scientology courses or like Nexium courses. You know what I mean? Which Nexium was an MLM, by the way, but I digress. It's that same sort of thing. Same with like being a travel agent. Like you can be a travel agent and be a legit one. 100%. That's a legitimate job that you can have. But if you're in an MLM, then probably not. And you're not going to get paid like if you actually did any of this legitimately. You know what I'm saying? So like there has to be a way to do the crypto thing where there's a few decent crypto coins that people know and trust, and there is an actual real way to do it versus doing it like this. Yale has courses. Exactly. Like do that instead. Don't learn from Larry Lane. Go to the Yale courses.
But, you know, there's a lot of people out there right now. 401ks are being crushed right now. People are literally, you go into restaurants, you go into Sam's Club, you're seeing people in their 60s and 70s all having to go back to work because their retirement plan is not working anymore. So when you take a company like GGC, there's already people that took that first mover's advantage that have hundreds of thousands of dollars in coin value that is being backed by gold right now. 1.2 billion. That is just the newest asset. 1.2 billion. That is gold, that is in a vault, that is bullion, that is coins, that is backing our GGC. But I want everybody to realize the big picture. This is not just about gold backing our coin. We can have any real world assets to back this coin. I'm doing a Zoom right after this with Gary Kramer and a couple of people. It's another gold mine that wants to come on board with us. After that, at 8 o'clock, I have an active oil well out of Texas. They literally want this look about partnering with us. So you got to remember, this is so much bigger than just gold backing our coins. This can be music catalogs. This can be artwork. This can be diamond mines. As we continue to add coins and assets behind this coin, the sky is absolutely the limit. I want to tell everybody right now, you need to be building wallets. You need to be sharing your link, letting people come in absolutely free. They have nothing to lose. They're going to get some gold-backed crypto that can absolutely change their life. You know, if you think about it, think about the gold rush. I guarantee you the people that got out west first, they took the chance. They had the biggest risk, but when they got to the gold first, those were the ones that made it the biggest because they had that first.
I feel like you all are risking a lot here. You know, especially if you're going to use this for your livelihood, then you're risking your entire livelihood. I'd like to see the audit of their assets, right? Why, if you have $1 billion, backing it now? I don't know. I want my GGC backed by Beanie Babies. I mean, they pretty much are. They might as well be.
First mover's advantage. So do not let anybody steal your dreams. I know everybody can chat.
I literally remember my mom making me keep the tags on those so that we could sell them for big money. I grow up, become an adult, go out on my own. Hey, Mom, where are the Beanie Babies? Sold at a garage sale, whole bin for like $20.
GPT and it's saying, oh, scam, scam, scam. But I promise you, the more assets that we add, the more real assets that we get behind their coin, all of those naysayers that are sitting on the sideline, they're going to see this coin go to $100. They're going to see this coin go to $200, $500, $1,000. This can change your life. This is already changing people's lives. They have plans to actually get us, you know, credit cards that can be linked to our accounts. They have plans to let us take.
Oh, no, not the credit cards again. Larry, the last time you were doing cards, it was Transact card, and that wasn't good. We know how that ended. Are we just bringing all of the past scams into this one now? And yes, he is talking about us naysayers.
Interest loans against what our asset is worth. That is powerful. That is life-changing. Do not let your family members or your friends come to you a year from now and say, why didn't you tell me about this when you had the chance right now? You know, even over in South Africa, that lady is going to change people's lives. She's getting...
Did you hear that, Violet?
Everybody she can. They've already added thousands of wallets in South Africa. They're getting $150 in coins right now.
Oh, great. Don't worry, the site has no security on it. Probably not. I wouldn't be surprised.
That is gold-backed crypto, but it's going to be asset-backed. This is going to be a utility coin. Think about literally having your GGC and being able to go out just like Bitcoin and go out and get a car. Use some of your GGC to get a car. Or, you know, the other thing that I'm really excited about is eventually when we go public and then millions and millions of people all over the world are looking for GGC, we are the ones sitting here. We have the coins. We took that first mover's advantage.
I was wondering what you and Gary are going to do about equality in the U.S. and women's rights and LGBTQ plus rights with this GGC, you know? I'm wondering when you're going to talk about that.
I'll tell you right now, there's a special going on. There's a multiplier right now. You can go in. We don't want you to spend your rent. We don't want you to spend your food money. But if you got money just sitting in a crypto wallet that's not doing anything,
but spend all your other bill money. We're fine with that.
Get some GGC, because I'm telling you, it's going to go from $50 to $100 to $500 and beyond. Don't listen to the naysayers. This is your dream. This is your life.
Hey! What do you mean don't listen to the naysayers? What do you mean? Should definitely listen to us.
You need to take charge of your own life and literally watch what happens. We just heard from our new president. These are very educated people. These are...
Yeah, says who? What's your education, by the way? I couldn't find anything on you getting an education. Joe says you don't care where the money comes from, right? Trade your real Bitcoin on this fake coin, you know. Naysay battling. Naysay batting, 100%. That's right. Sign up your unborn children, probably. Is that what they all say?
Very successful people that are at the top of this. They...
The Super Bowl bonus, okay? Look at promo multipliers. So you buy $50 worth of coin and it just multiplies. See? If you get $1,000 worth, it goes up to $4,000. 5,000 turns into 9,999. Yeah. Why? I don't know, because they said so and they put it on a pretty poster. How do you know? You don't. You just have their exchange. Who runs the exchange? They do. They're in control of everything that you see on it. Aren't you confident that it's real? It's all just, trust me, bro. You know, just trust me. It won't be real until I can buy it at the gas station. That's right. I know, like, it just randomly multiplies. It's magic. It's magic. Not even an exchange. But listen, it multiplies. All right? They put charts that just show it going up. I think they say, hey, ChatGPT, can you make me a graph that shows GGC coin rising by 3 times, 7 times, 10 times, and then continuing on? And then ChatGPT prints them out a graph, and they save that, and then they put it in their Telegram groups and on their Facebook pages, and they're like, "Look, guys, it's multiplying. You should buy in right now." It's like, I don't have any proof of any of this because it's not on any exchange, and you apparently run everything. And you're mining crypto at a real gold mine. Mining gold. They should call it BRC, Bunny Rabbit Coin, because it multiplies to rapidly. Rapidly, that's right. Karma Coin 4 times if you watch a Karina Karma stream. That's right. Watch my streams. and it actually goes up 100 times. That's right. You'll be a billionaire, just like Larry Lane. He's famous from Hollywood, and he won 3 reality TV show games. I guess that's what you would call them, right? I guess they're reality TV show games.
They want to have a big win, not just for themselves, but for all of us. So I know there's hundreds of people on this Zoom tonight. You're in the right place at the right time, but you really do need to take action.
There actually will be like 100 people on his Zoom calls. Unfortunately, as you've heard tonight, there's thousands of people sign up in this under him, including Robin Noble, who has thousands of people from India on her team. Isn't that wonderful?
Need to be building those exchange wallets, because when our exchange goes live and everybody's using that exchange.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's not even live? So then, like, how is it multiplying? How does it have any value before the exchange is even live? That seems really illegal to me. Like, imagine if that's how the stock market worked and you could just create a stock and then have it multiplied thousands of times, just you and your friends in the background. And then once it's like thousands and thousands of dollars worth, then you put it on the stock market. Oh, wait, that is fucking illegal. I'm pretty sure it's still illegal here. See, people seem to think that just because there's this like loophole of, the SEC not really regulating crypto, that they can just do whatever they want with it. But you still have to follow certain laws, certain security laws too. Like you have to register with the SEC still in certain ways, like your business, especially if you're having people buy in to make money off of this. You know what I mean? But they're like, no, it's crypto. We don't have to do anything because it's all just, not in the books. Right. Goliath Ventures just got in trouble. Maybe he should call them. Yeah. We'll get Danny to give them a call. This was days before the Super Bowl. Yes, it was. It was. But I'm still like, they all try to use the Super Bowl, eh?
You're going to get paid exchange fees, and that's just another income that you have. So, Dawn, I'm so happy to be here. I'm looking forward to seeing everybody in Las Vegas. If for whatever reason you can't get to Vegas, make sure your team members are there, because that is going to be a life-changing event. So, Dawn, I'll give it back to you. Thank you so much. Dawn, I'm happy to be.
Oh, look, it's Gary. So, yeah. That's his pitch. And as you see, Gary showed up at the end there. Good old Gary. He's in, some of them. Some of the scams that Larry has been in. But like I said, Gary seems to be more of the Hollywood one, and then Larry is more of the MLM guy. Gary just kind of shows up in the MLMs alongside him. So there's that. Before we go, I wanted to show you guys the time that one of them got the other one in trouble for driving on the phone, because I randomly found this and I thought it was kind of funny. Just a funny little thing that I came across. On the phone while he's driving. How dare you! How dare you! Why?
Take me to the mall. Take me to the mall. Take me to the mall and shut up.
Good job, Dawson. Dawson the license plate. I hope it was a rental. So, I just thought that was funny. He's writing him out for being on the phone, Gary's like, we're twins. Yeah, pretty much. He's just there to be like, I'm the twin. I'm here. We're cool because we're twins. Twins bring attention. You know, you can be like the successful twins. They'll check who signed in during the weekend, maybe. Maybe. Who knows? Anyway, that's all I have for you guys tonight. Happy birthday to the Hollywood scamming twins themselves, Larry and Gary Lane. Two men who started life 8 minutes apart and somehow managed to spend the next 51 years staying perfectly in sync, right down to the career pivots nobody saw coming. From Dawson's Creek to red carpets, from reality show prize money to Dolly Parton documentaries, they built a brand on charm, ambition, and that identical twin sparkle. And now, well, now they're blowing out candles while blowing through downlines. The same twins who once interviewed celebrities on TwinZZone and talked about fairness, empowerment, and chasing dreams are currently chasing recruits in whatever the latest ground floor opportunity happens to be. So here's to the Lane twins on their special day. Happy birthday! May their birthday wishes come true. May their next rebrand last longer than the last one. And may the rest of us keep our wallets far, far away from whatever they're promoting next. And here's to us. Yes, us. We're going to make it about me again. The naysayers, whom you definitely should listen to. Because all we're trying to do is warn you about the blind loyalty and faith that you give to these wannabe gurus and try to stop you from handing over your hard-earned cash to these scammers. So make sure that you subscribe for more multi-level marketing content. I speak out about MLMs, cults, high-control groups, and we deep dive the manipulation tactics they use and work on healing ourselves so they can't work on scamming us anymore. So I guess here's to de-influencing as well. Thank you again, everyone, for coming and hanging out with me. Yes, pivot! I use it every time I can, and every time I do, I think of Sweet. That's who I think of. We've been right about whether these scams will be successful 100% of the time. It's very true, Chris. And happy birthday as well to Chris McNair. Thank you for being a sayer of nay and a wonderful mod. We greatly, greatly appreciate you. I hope that you have had a wonderful day and that you continue to have a wonderful night. And I hope that for all of you guys, have a fabulous night, everyone. Much love. And I will see you all really, really soon with another one. Either tomorrow, there might be a stream, might be a short video, but I'm extremely, extremely busy tomorrow, so I don't know if I'll be able to fit one in, so don't count on it. But definitely there'll be a stream on Thursday, and Friday is Friday with the Sayers and Nays, so like, not going to miss that one, of course. So no matter what, I'll see you then. Happy birthday, Larry and Gary. Happy birthday, Chris. Have a fabulous night, everyone. I love all of your faces. Okay, bye. Do be sure to give this a like. Subscribe if you are new. Join the members. And I'll see you soon.